Hello, today we will learn how to configure a group of buttons on our documents. So let's have a look at NAVIGATOR365 and go into lunchtime and go into orders, and let's see some order. So the group of buttons is the group which behaves in here in a certain ways we design, and basically it's a group of grouping all the important buttons which are necessary for dealing with this particular document. You can also put a button separately, but this is called an action button, and it worked a little bit different. Now let me show you how to configure it. So we go into our back office, into forms of order, and you can see here this is the system group of buttons which we applied to this document by the system when creating a new form. Now if I go inside, this now says what I'm gonna do with the whole group of buttons, so how it's gonna behave. So first of all, it's visible, and in settings you can now decide if or not this group of buttons will be available to see on the list. So it is available on the form, but is it going to be available on the list of all these documents based on this form? So we want this to be available, and now we can position the group inside of this group of buttons. So at the moment it's on the right side, but we can move it to the left side or center, or we can spread them evenly. There are many options available. However, I usually prefer to put it on the right for the nice layout of the form. Now each of the buttons inside of the group of buttons can be now separately designed how it's gonna behave. So if I go into back, for example, back is but basically back, new, save, edit, delete, copy, next, and previous. They are the system buttons for managing the document and moving between the documents. So back would be coming back to the previous page. Now new will be to open the new document. If I go inside, look what it does. The new document is actually making an action. So the action of this one is what it should do: create a document. Okay, and it creates a current form document, and at this moment it doesn't run any processes. So each of these buttons can be designed with, for example, showing on every new document you open, and only can be seen in edit mode, or it can be only seen in a view mode. You can tick any of those. We already decided it's gonna show on the list. Now if it's showing on the list, then we have other options available. If we basically need to decide when it will be seen on this list. So the display on list options are if no items are chosen. So if you didn't tick any document, then it will be still there. If only one item is chosen, if we want, for example, to work on one document, we can only say if only one item is ticked, then we see the button. And if one or more items are chosen, then we can put some of the different documents, and let's say, for example, delete, or it could be always seen. Now if you are on this topic, maybe I'll go into delete button, and you can see that it's better to put for the user that if one or more items are chosen, then we can actually delete many documents if you want to. Responsive mode is a very important part to say. So a responsive mode, always hidden, means that the document will be actually hidden under these little dots. I will maybe show you like this. I will duplicate this this page, and we go into forms, and we will create a new document based on this form. And what we need to enter is maybe some restaurant, who's responsible, and yes, and today's status new, and we press save. And now you can see that under these dots we have the options of delete, copy, or change history. So this thing delete if one or more items are chosen or on the list, but on the responsive mode is always hidden. If I change now to always visible and press save, let's reload this document. Now the delete is seen here immediately, but it's a good advice to actually have the delete hidden so it doesn't make people press it. Good advice. Also, the thing I want to show you is there is a difference in colors between buttons. So the button style for the delete is now basic, but if I make it primary, it changes to the system color, and I can also make it completely custom with very many options in here. So the background color, let's do the red one, and the text color, let's do the white one, or gray one, and the apply, sorry we didn't put this red, apply, and the border color, let's do the black one, apply. Now you can see our button has changed completely, and this is just to show you that there are options available how you want to look like. What's important to say is that you can move these buttons inside of the group of buttons. So you can at the beginning design what's more important for you and what's less important for you. And if I press save now, you can see that this view will change after reload, and it looks right now like this. I guess this gives you a view how you can play with group of buttons, how you can set it, and what should be on it and what shouldn't. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and if you need more information, check our tutorials we have for you. Thank you.